to New Rockstars, I'm Erik Voss, and this is a breakdown of The Lost Chapter by Quentin Tarantino, a brand new scene that's part of Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. And this video is sponsored by Epic, because The Lost Chapter premiered directly on Fortnite. It's not just a video game, this was an actual scene written and directed by Quentin Tarantino that was originally intended to be part of Kill Bill Volume 1. So let's dive into this Lost Chapter cinematic created using Unreal Engine. We open with the 1950s style pre-movie ad reminding audiences to buy concessions. Only here we see some classic Fortnite consumables like Slurp Juice, a spicy taco, and a banana. Plus there's also the characters Lil Whip and Beef Boss. This ad reminds you to get your squad some noms. Noms is the name of the grocery store chain seen in many Fortnite maps. We open in Japan, presumably not long after the events that led to the death of O-Ren Ishii. Even though O-Ren dies at the end of Kill Bill Volume 1 in classic Tarantino style, the film takes place out of order. O-Ren was the first name on the bride's death list 5, so she died first. In the process of killing O-Ren, the bride also killed her bodyguard named Gogo Yubari, the twin sister of the star of the last chapter, Yuki Yubari. Yuki is speaking with Bill. Similar to the other shots of Bill in Kill Bill Volume 1, all you can see is his hand gripping a Hanzo katana made by the famed sword maker Hattori Hanzo. He also wears a large emerald ring that Bill wore in the film. Bill was played by David Carradine. Here, Bill is voiced by Quentin Tarantino himself. He tells Yuki that if she wants revenge on the bride, she'll likely find her going after Vernita Green, aka Copperhead, in Los Angeles near LAX. Vernita was the second on the bride's death list 5. Yuki is played by Mew Ishidate Roberts, who did the voice acting and motion capture for this film. In the style of all the chapter titles in Kill Bill, we learn this is Chapter 5, Part 2, Yuki's Revenge. Chapter 5 was the original chapter in Kill Bill Volume 1. Tarantino originally intended this scene to be part of Kill Bill, but ultimately it was cut from the final script when he didn't think it would be possible to shoot. The song playing is The Pebbles Twist by The Pebbles, an all-female Japanese garage rock band from the 90s. Yuki lands in Los Angeles and checks out some sights. She buys a pink Corvette Stingray from Fishstick, who's working at Honest Joey's Auto Mall. You can see Yuki's shirt has the same school patch that was on her sister's jacket for TBC Tokyo International. They both wear school uniforms, only Yuki rolls without the jacket. As she cruises along Mulholland Drive, you can see the iconic Hollywood sign reads Battlewood, the setting for this recent season of Fortnite called Pacific Break. It was this West Coast theming that led Epic Games to partner with Tarantino, who is known for setting some of his films in Los Angeles. As Yuki does some sightseeing, and in split screen, we see the bride board the battle bus and make her way into the airport. Yuki takes a pic in front of Roy Rogers' handprints at the Chinese theater, which also included his pistol and the horseshoe prints of his horse Trigger. She snaps a selfie with Tomato Head and tries to get an autograph from Jonesy in the Frontier outfit and rides a roller coaster with Crimson Scout Renegade. When Yuki snaps a pic with King Flamingo and Rex, you can see she has a charm on her belt in a style of the meteor hammer weapon her sister Gogo used. Yuki follows the bride as she checks into a motel run by Mothmondo. And then, in thrilling surprise, she even follows the bride as she takes out Vernita Green in Pasadena. Yuki takes over Lil Whip's ice cream truck to wait outside, and inside, the bride walks away from Vernita's body with Kaboom cereal blasted all over the kitchen. The bride is driving the memorable P-Wagon she got from Buck, who likes to, only here it's now the Meow Wagon, just like the license plate says, and the back decal has the face of Meowsicles. Did the bride kill Meowsicles? The bride crosses Vernita off her death list 5 as she says 2 down, 3 to go. Uma Thurman did return to voice the character for the bride for the final chapter, using a metahuman rig mounted with a facial camera that recorded some expressions and emotions along with her voice. The motion capture for the bride was provided by Zoe Bell. Zoe's an actor and stunt performer who was the stunt double for Uma Thurman in the original Kill Bill movies and had a starring role in Tarantino's Death Proof. As Yuki gears up to fight, she takes Bill's concoction called the Blues. In the original script, there was a blue powder drug from Bill that Yuki uses, but here it's just a shield potion. The bride loads up her trunk with the iconic Tarantino camera shot of having the camera situated inside the trunk looking upwards at the actor. Finally, the split screen merges as Yuki confronts the bride. We get some nice Tarantino dialogue before the bullets start flying.
Okay.
For the gun battle, Zoe and Mew were able to act it all out in motion capture and see the characters rendered in real time using the Unreal Engine. The prop weapons they used on set utilized some new hardware called Muzzle Report that gave the actors haptic feedback when firing the guns. And the destruction created by the guns could be rendered in real time as well, helping the team compose the shots they wanted on set. They allowed them to make adjustments during filming rather than waiting until post. The soundtrack as the fight kicks off is Gimme Chocolate by the Japanese kawaii metal band Baby Metal. The film has such a great Tarantino-style soundtrack. Yuki and and the bride wreak havoc in the neighborhood. Chomp Sr. gets frightened in the pool. Yuki tries to run over the bride with her Stingray as Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones begins to play. Skull Trooper is loving the show. Peely tries to get in on the action, but the bride isn't having it. The battle bursts into the house of Mullet Marauder and Aerobic Assassin, and I love how Yuki pulls the pin of her grenade with the barrel of her Uzi, and the bride just kicks the grenade back at her. Anytime a character does get shot, they avoid the extra bloody Tarantino style by representing it with blue, pixelated res energy that's common to Fortnite. Yuki drinks more of Bill's The Blues and goes full anime for a moment, but the bride gets the best of her, and Yuki's death is represented with a glowing light from a spawn drone.
Oh, goddamn! What a wildcat.
The closing credits roll over I, Morena by Ennio Morricone, and some of the Fortnite crew get recognized similar to the credits of Kill Bill. All in all, this is a really fun way to explore a little extended scene from Kill Bill, and it's interesting to see a director like Quentin Tarantino embrace some technology like the Unreal Engine and show how it can be used to expand into filmmaking and still retain some of his visual style and shot composition. And this is tech that any level of filmmaker has access to. It's great that this lost chapter of Kill Bill was finally able to be realized. The team behind the lost chapter has put out some interesting behind the scenes making of footage that you can check out in the link in the description below. Comment down below with your thoughts on all this, and a special thanks to one of our YouTube members, Jeremy Dunham, for supporting us at the executive producer level. Big thanks to Studio Tech Brian Kim, New Rockstars editors Joshua Stephen Hurd and Abby Freel, and all of our supporting editors for their work on this video, as well as Brandon Barrick for writing this script. Follow me at EA Voss and subscribe to all the channels in the New Rockstars network for breakdowns and news coverage of everything you love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.